Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this week's episode of Friday Fire. Guys, I am your host, Samuel Smith, the small business surgeon. And you can see behind me, I don't have my usual background up today. I got my clinic background up. I'm busy working on putting the finishing touches to the clinic, the group there that we got going on. I'm super excited to bring you all that, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm not sure that I convey accurately enough to you guys how grateful I am that you'll listen to the things I have to say, that you're sharing the lessons, and that you follow the show. It really makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. So thanks for that. Thank you for being here. All right, for those of you just now finding the show, on Mondays we have interviews from around the world of business. We've got some great entrepreneurs, we've got CEOs, we've got authors. Do yourself a favor, check back through the more than 100 interviews I've already published, but those are Mondays. And then on Fridays, like today, we have Friday Fire, which is me giving you a lesson from some of the things that I've encountered during the week, and this week is no different. Now, I haven't thought about a title for today's Friday Fire. Hopefully the editing team over there at Mayhem will be able to pull out a title for us, but I wanted to give you guys a lesson on mindset yet again. I pull things during the week that I've encountered into these Friday Fires specifically so I can teach you, what I do and kind of how I overcome the things I overcome. And so today I want to talk about a listener. I'm going to help him out here. His name is Danny. And he has been DMing me recently regarding the 90 days, the next 90 days thing that I'm doing. That's it all ties into the clinic. It's basically I live my life in 90-day sprints. I set goals. I track everything. I do the same things over and over for 90 days. I use the same time blocks, and I've used it very, very successfully. And now I'm teaching other people to do that through the clinic. It's so I can have an impact on entrepreneurs. And so Danny has been messaging me about, hey, I want to learn what it is you're doing. I like what it is you're doing. I really want to figure it out. And to be fair, I've kind of been putting him off because I get a lot of people sliding the DMs, and honestly, I'm really focused on what I'm doing right now. My work is very demanding. It's incredibly rewarding. I'm doing exactly what I've always dreamt of for a career. And so when my days are time blocked, I don't have a lot of time to jump in the DMs and just chit chat with people that are struggling. The show is really for people that are struggling. This is my giving back. This is my trying to help. And I put out a video every day trying to help and trying to explain stuff. So I don't have a lot of time to go in the DMs and help, but I do. And the guy says, help me out here. He says, I really want to learn this. And I said, I left him for a couple of days and said, hey, my bad, bro. I can jump on a call tomorrow afternoon. And I don't do this for everyone, but if you ping me enough and I see that you're suffering, I'll clear a minute or two for a Zoom call and see if I can point you straight. That's just the type of guy I am. And he says yeah, hit me up tomorrow. I've got a meeting with a lady about a grant. He says unemployment sucks. And I said, I know there may be better days ahead, because you've always got to find a positive spin on things. If you're unemployed, just see that as the opportunity to change careers. See it as the opportunity to stop doing the things you've always done, getting the results you've always got, and see it as an opportunity to actually switch into something that you're passionate about and that you want to do. Because when you're unemployed and you've got to sit down and make a resume, and you've got to call your network and put out feelers and say, hey, I'm unemployed. I need a job. Help, right? When you say that, the first question that I'm going to ask is, hey, what are you looking for? I can help. Give me a resume. I got a network. I got hundreds. I got thousands now of people in my network that I can make a post, I can reach out to, and I can help people find jobs. I'm pretty good at that. I'm not trying to be a recruiter out here, but damn, if you're struggling and there's something you're good at, who knows? I've got people all over the world need different things, and I'm happy to connect people. I love it. So I asked him, I said, well, now knowing, right, that you've got the chance to redefine your career at this point, right, you can really, literally be anything you want to be. I said, what are you looking for? And the guy says, well, I need 65 grand a year. And I'm like, no, like, what the fuck are you looking for? What do you want to do? Because making the resume is hard work. Reaching out to your network's hard work. Chasing down a job and going for interviews is hard work. Doing background research on companies that you don't give a fuck about is hard work. So to get a job is hard work. So if you've got to do the hard work, why not plan that work so it results in a fucking job you want, or it results in leading you to a career path that brings you to the job you want, instead of just taking something to pay 65 grand. So I want to make 65 grand a year. I said, well, what do you want to be though? Like, what do you want to be? What do you want to become? I pointed out, so fireman and the car salesman both make about the same amount of money, right? And 65 grand a year, I hate to break it to you, but that is low enough of a barrier to entry where you could change careers right now and be making 65 grand a year within the next year. So there's nothing to keep you at a $65,000 a year level. You just haven't said, I want more out of life than 65 grand. That's it. If you say that, you can go get it. You can go get more out of life than 65 grand. But if you say, oh, well, fuck me, all I want is 65 grand, that's all life's going to give you. If you say, I just need a job, then you're going to get just a fucking job. And when you've got just a job, you get out of bed in the morning and you drag your ass to work because you got to go to this fucking job that you don't really like, but it pays your bills, so now you're trapped. And now you're a fucking slave to a job you don't like, to a boss you don't want to listen to. And I said, well, what do you want to be? And he says, well, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm just started slowly getting my feelings back. I've been so numb. Well, I'm sorry, Danny. I don't know how to help you with that. Like, I just know that life is a constant series of getting kicked in the balls. And so you have to make sure for the moments you're not being kicked in the balls, you're actually doing something you fucking like and something you're passionate about. Because if I don't like it and I'm not passionate about it, why in the world am I going to get kicked in the balls every day to achieve it? I'm not. I'm going to be miserable and we're going to be depressed. Right? And so I ask you, what do you love? And you tell me, well, I love hotels. Well, right. Do you love hotels and you want to like run a hotel? Do you love hotels? You want to own a hotel? Like, tell me about that. And he's like, no, like, I love hotels. It's all I've ever done for work. I got to figure it out. I can't move anymore. Like, I'm stuck. And I'm like, bro, do you fucking love hotels? Or do you stay in hospitality because that is the only qualification you've got and you're scared to move? And he says, I love hotels and I hate bad management. COVID let the wrong people move up and ruin the industry. So right there, you've got a gentleman that's stuck where he's at and he's resentful to the people around him. And so that to me says, hey, we might need to back up out of the hotel industry because he's blaming everything on other people. There's no accountability to himself. There's no, well, I went out and got this qualification, or well, I went out and did that qualification, or I got, I did a class on this, or there's none of that. It's just the hotel industry's fucked. The people in charge, it all went wrong. It's all their fault. Now it's my fault. And so I asked, I said, do you want a career in hotel and hospitality? He says, I have had a career in hospitality for the last 14 years. I'm looking at anything at this point, life runs on money. And so then I go ahead and ask him, do you want to make money doing something you love or just doing anything? Because you've got a unique opportunity to pick. And that's the message I'm trying to get over to all of you guys. Like, you can do anything you want. Like, anything at all. Anything. I mean, I went back to school last year and spent nearly 8 months doing a postgraduate program in artificial intelligence and machine learning and business applications. Right? I became a world-class business consultant by setting out 7 years ago to become the very best business operator I could be. I didn't just wake up and be a fucking, like, good at this shit, I decided this is what I want to do in my life. These are my goals. This is my ambition. This is where I want to go. And I went there. And every time I've got there, I've gone, maybe I'll go a little further. Never in my life had I heard of consulting for equity and like building companies from the ground up. Never in my life did I think I'd put together a fucking educational course with swear words in it and tattoos that actually impacted people that were stuck and trying to get on with shit. I never thought I'd do that. But as I started to become the person I wanted to be, those opportunities presented themselves. And because I was passionate about what I was doing, I was listening to a podcast today from 3 years ago that I'd done. And I was just talking about how excited I was to podcast, how passionate I am to be getting to be a consultant, how passionate I am to be following my job. And it's Friday Fire episode 30. It's from 2.5 years ago. If you want to go back and pull it, I was listening to that, and I'm just like, man, I feel the same way. I feel the same way every day. You see, what I love to do is have an impact on people that are struggling. And yet, I would never have taken the time to do that as a career if all I'd been worried about was I need to make 100 grand. Need to make 100 grand. Need to make 100 grand. Right? And I make more than 100 grand now. But when I started as a consultant, I didn't. Jeez, what a jump. You know, in both the media and in the real estate, we were putting down between 200 and 300 grand a year. And so it's not a bad living. That's a very, very risky thing to walk away from, right? And you've got a unique opportunity when you switch jobs, when you switch careers, when you're in the same position as my mate Danny out here. You've got a unique opportunity to come and say, you know what? I can make 65 grand anywhere. This is what I'm trying to teach you guys, right? You can make 65 grand anywhere. It's a pain in the ass finding a $65,000 job. It always will be. So why not take a minute and breathe and lay down a plan and go, all right, I'm going to work as hard as I can on doing this. This is what I want to become. This is what I want to find a career in. This is what I want to go do. And then go and do that thing. And you say, oh, well, I got to make my bills. All right, then take the first job you can fucking find, make your bills, and spend every hour you're not working on the career you want. But anybody that just floats through life, oh, I need a job. Oh, but what do you want to do? Oh, I want anything that pays. That's all you'll fucking get. If you set out to look for a job that pays your bills, and your bills are 60 grand a year, you will find a 60 grand a year job, period. Because that's what you'll accept. You'll never go look at a $120,000 job because you won't believe you can get it. You'll never go look at a $250,000 a year career because all you're asking for is enough to cover your bills. Please, please, can I have a little bit, sir? Fuck off. Think about what you want. You get one swing at this bat. You get one go around. Then pop, you gone. That's it. Back to heaven. Off you go. Go get another avatar and try again. But you get one swing at this. So why, for the love of God, would you spend your time doing some miserable job in miserable servitude to a miserable fucking life you don't want? It drives me up the wall. The number of people in my DMs bitching that they don't have the fucking career they want. How do I do what you do? Oh my God, I wish I could do it. You can fucking do it. Like, for real. Get up, go for a walk, drink some water, write down a fucking plan. Think about the things you want, educate yourself, put the plan into action, execute the plan over and over and over. Get plenty of rest. Stop putting shit in your mouth. Stop putting shit in your head. Stop putting shit between your ears. Get up the next day, drink some fucking water, go for a walk, get some exercise, get some fresh air, make a list of shit, write it down, make a plan, execute over and over and over. No matter what. Put your priorities at the top. My priorities, I need to pay my bills. Okay. Then maybe you do take a shitty job and you work that shitty job 40 hours a week. And then you take a second job or you go to school. 40 hours a week, you've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. You can set aside 20 hours a week to learn. You can set aside a couple of hours a night and 4 or 5 hours on a weekend to learn, to certify, to advance, to fucking do whatever it is you want to do. But let me tell you right now, you do not have to sit and accept $65,000 a year as a job or as a career. You do not have to get out of bed and do shit you don't like for the rest of your life. Maybe you got another year of doing shit you don't like while you stack up your skill sets, while you save a little bit of money, while you get yourself ready to go hit those goals. Maybe. But I'd be willing to bet if you put some thought into it And if you actually sat down and wrote out what you wanted out of life, you'd be able to move so much fucking quicker towards your goals. And you would get out of bed every day with a purpose, get out of bed every day with a mission, and get out of bed every day ready to go and fucking slaughter the day and smash any obstacle that stood in front of you, because you're working and operating from a place of purpose and a place of passion and a place of I want to fucking do this and a place of this is my life and this is what I'm working on. Or you could just take the first $65,000 a year job you wanted. You could be fat, you could be out of shape, you could play video games, and then you'll die anyway. It's your choice, but I know which one I'm sticking with. All right, that's going to do it from me for today. Danny, mate, I hope you were listening to that, and I hope that you can right the ship a little bit. All right, you'll have a wonderful weekend. Be good, stay safe, and of course, follow along at FollowSam.Live if you want to see what I do every single day consistently for 90 days to smash my goals. All right, I'll see you guys Monday. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the show for today. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed the conversation that we've had and you want to learn a little bit more about the systems and processes involved in running businesses online, join our Facebook group over at FollowSam.Live. All right, that's it from me for today. You'll be good, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.